everyone. So to start off this wonderful video here, you guys, I'm going to share with you guys another smoothie recipe. This is the first time I've made one like this. It is so good. It's with lemonade in it. It's like a sweet tart, more on the sweet side, but fruity. Oh my gosh, it is so good. It smells very, very good, but the lemonade goes absolutely perfect with it. I'm drooling inside here right now. It's really good. Absolutely delectable. And sometimes you just get that lemonade craving. I haven't had a craving for lemonade in a long time, and I recently did, and I downed like a ton of lemonade, and it's just been hitting the spot. Okay guys, so I'm going to bring you guys down here so I can show you what I put in it here, exactly what I put in it. So here's this smoothie, here it is. It's like more on the liquidy side versus smoothie side. That's how I like my smoothies, is more like a smoothie juice, more on the juice side. So what I put in it is about 1 cup of grapes. Now these are the grapes that I used. It's a different type of grape. So it's not one of the common ones. It's one of those rare ones that you find in the stores. So these are those sweet jelly type grapes, and these are so delicious. So I used about 1 cup of these. And then I have some dried, they're like sweet tart cherries. And I just took a big handful. I just grabbed a big handful and just put it in the blender. So about 1 handful of dried cherries. And then this here is a mix of blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and cherries. Even though it's in my cherry bag, I kind of been mixing, consolidating things together. So this is a mix of a lot of different types of berries. Oh, and raspberries. So I used about a half a cup. It was about a half a cup of a berry mix like this. And then the lemonade that I used was, I think the brand was called Simply Lemonade or Simple Lemonade or something like that. But it is a processed lemonade juice with added sugar in it. So it's kind of the only lemonade I can find, and I'm good with it. So I couldn't get through the whole jug because I bought a big jug, and so I had to freeze the leftovers. So this is what I do with my leftover liquids, is I don't toss it. I freeze them and make ice cubes out of them, and so I can use them in smoothies later in the future when I'm ready to use everything up. So so you don't waste and you don't throw your money away, So what I have right here is coconut water, and in here is little coconut bits. So that's coconut water from other cans of coconut water I haven't used up yet. And then this is actually pineapple juice and coconut water that I never really got to, so I froze that. And then this is the lemonade. So I used about, let's see, eight lemonade ice cubes. And then, yes, I did put sugar in it, and this is the type of sugar that I use. And this is, if you are interested, if you really need to see it, the ingredients in there is cane sugar, 100% cane sugar. And this is Morena pure cane sugar. So it's an unrefined, non-GMO, project verified pure cane sugar that is made by squeezing and evaporating the juice from freshly harvested sugar cane. The result is a golden sweet crystal that tastes like biting into fresh sugar cane. So I chose to use this instead of dates because I didn't want it thick. I wanted it more juice-like, and I didn't want a large volume. So I did use this. And since we're talking about sugar here, you guys, I'm going to share some more stuff with you guys, of course. And but first of all, a lot of you guys, if you followed the health movement for quite a while, and specifically those fruitarian and raw vegans out there, you know that they have shared their experiences with tasting or having fresh pressed sugarcane juice straight from the plant. And of course you hear about how they say how nutritious it is. And when you look it up, it's pretty amazing how nutritious sugarcane is, and it makes sense, but well, especially when you get it straight from the plant, the raw source. That's where all the nutrients and the benefits are at. But it's really interesting. I have yet to try fresh sugarcane juice. I would love to have to literally see someone press the sugar cane and see the juice come out and then drink it. I would love, 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 love to try that one day, hopefully soon. Let's not say one day like it's far, far away. Let's make that day happen soon, you know. But it would be really nice to try that, because I see so many people having these wonderful exotic fruits, and you have to be in a certain place kind of to try this stuff, and you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it would be really nice to try that because it looks delicious. So of course, you guys can just do a general Google search. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have done this already, but I've done it several times. But just for the sake of this video, I just in Google typed in sugarcane nutrition, and this is the first thing that popped up. Okay, sugarcane juice. Sugarcane juice is the liquid extracted from pressed sugarcane. It is consumed as a beverage in many places, especially where sugarcane is commercially grown. Okay, and then sugarcane juice, okay, sugarcane juice comes with an abundance of nutrients that includes potassium, calcium, magnesium, iron, manganese, zinc, thiamine, riboflavin, and several amino acids. A glass of sugarcane juice comes with 180 calories, 30 grams of sugar, and is also high in dietary fiber. So lots of benefits of sugarcane juice. The more benefits you get is when you eat it raw, of course, straight from the fresh source. So for the sugar, I just put enough in there until it was good enough for me, until the taste, the flavor, and everything was absolutely perfect. So I can't even guess about how much that would be, but I just added enough until it was good for me. So since we're talking about sugar, I'm sure a lot of people are going to comment about the sugar, so let's just chat about it a little bit. So and you guys, okay, again, like I say in a lot of my other videos, you guys are welcome to leave your comments, thoughts, and opinions in the comments below. I don't delete any comments, even if they are really bad ones from haters or from people who just are leaving some pretty odd and bad comments. I just leave them there. Everybody's got their own opinion. So you guys are always welcome to comment your thoughts, opinions, whatever it is, the desire, whatever's on your heart. You are welcome to leave comments on all my social media platforms, okay? So I don't delete anything. But if you have some strong opinions about certain health, about certain things related to health and everything, feel free to voice your opinion, okay? Everybody has an opinion, and it's good to voice it, okay? So for sugar, let's talk a little bit about sugar. Again, I guess they say disclaimer, I'm not a health expert at all. I say that in a lot of my videos, and it's listed in my description of all my videos that I post, okay? I'm not the health expert, dietitian, nutritionist in any way, shape, or form. I don't claim to be, and I don't want to be, okay? I'm just sharing with you guys based off of my own personal experience and what I've learned over the many years of eating healthy, eating as healthy as possible, and so I just share with you guys from my own personal experience and from what I've learned from other people, okay? My thoughts on sugar, I think sugar is good. I think sugar is okay. Number one, I think we should get our sugar source straight from the plant foods, straight from our food, and not supplement with stuff like this. I think this is okay, but not to be used all the time. And so like adding like sweetness to smoothies or other meals and everything, I think we should use the sweet produce to sweeten up our meals and everything that way. But again, I don't think it's bad to use actual sugar, but I think it's very important to get the best type of sugar that you can find that does have some nutrition in it, or that is as raw as possible. I think trying to get as raw as possible, well, I think the more raw you go, the more benefit, the more it's going to benefit you, the more it's going to benefit your body. And it's, of course, not only going to benefit your body, but the environment and all that other stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about here, okay? But for you, it's definitely going to benefit you a whole lot, okay? The more raw you can go, the more raw food that you can eat. So when it comes to sugar, I do consume sugar, but I don't use it a whole lot. I usually use dates and dried fruits, and then of course fruit juices, fresh pressed fruit juices like the apples and oranges. Juice those at home and use that for all fruit is sweet, you know, but sometimes I think it's okay to use sugar like this. But I think it is very good to find the best sugar that you can afford and that you can find and that you have access to. So like as far as I go with it is I just kind of read the package, and that's good enough for me, okay? That's good enough for me. I definitely look at the nutritional profile, and even though this doesn't have any nutrients listed, I'm sure that there's probably some nutrients in there, because based off of what they say this cane sugar is, I'm sure there's some nutrients in there. Of course, there's going to be some people out there who's going to have a totally different opinion. That is completely fine. Voice your opinion, okay? But I go with this one because of what this company has said that they do to get the sugar like this. But to me, even though it doesn't have any micronutrients listed, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't mean that it's bad. Definitely we want in all the food that we consume, we definitely want it nutrient rich. But of course there's only so much that we can do in today's world, you know? And so for me, for something like this, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. There's no added chemicals to it or anything. And it just says 100% cane sugar. So, but even though it doesn't have any nutrients listed, it doesn't mean it's a bad or a dead food, in my opinion. That's in my opinion, okay? Because it does give you calories and it does give you carbohydrates. We all know carbohydrates are good, and we definitely want to get them from plant sources, from the fresh plant, whole food plant source, of course, would be best. But in general, we all know carbohydrates are good for us. And calories are good too. Protein and the fats are good also. We should not be scared of those macronutrients either. But everything is good. Everything is good. It's just when we get too much, an excess of it for long periods of time, that's when it starts. And that's when it begins to hurt us physically and starts to hurt us. There's a saying of like, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. The best sugar, if you want to go sugar, is to try to find the actual sugar cane if you can. But I've read that if you were to eat sugar cane, you really couldn't eat it. We could only like chew it because it's so fibrous, I guess. But we would be able to extract the juice as we chew on it, you know, and still get the nutrients that way and enjoy sugar cane. But of course we've got processing equipment where we can, in today's world, you know, where we can do stuff like this. Alrighty guys, so always remember to love being raw, and if you're not raw, if you're high raw, if you're vegan, and you're doing the best that you absolutely can, just remember that is okay. That is just okay. But always remember to love being raw. Put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you, and I will see you guys next video, okay? Bye guys. who definitely have a different opinion about Honeybud. Honeybud is fixing the laundry, is fixing the dryer and the washer. But it sounds like he's working on the washer or the dryer. So every time he goes back there, I'm like, okay, Honeybud, are you working on the washer and the dryer? Good boy. There he is. There's Honeybud. Honeybud. His name is Honeybud, but you know, we all get those nicknames sometimes to our pets that just kind of come out of nowhere, so it's turning into Honeybud. Honeybud, but it's Honeybud.